Right, so here we go. The final piece of the puzzle, belly pan not included. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little thing that I want to try, kind of hoping it works, because it might not work, but we're going to do the little mod first, see if it works, then we'll wrap it, then we can go from there. But let's have a little look. So I've never seen anyone do this. You can buy them of what I'm about to do, but I've never seen anyone actually do it on any form of social media. And I think it'll give it more of an aggressive look. So the plan is I am going to raise these bolt holes 20mm. So this hole approximately 20mm. So the whole thing will sit 20mm lower, giving it that sort of angry look across the headlights. So the headlights would be sitting at about there right now. But I'm going to try and bring it down so it's just on the edge of the headlights. It might be an MOT failure, but we'll find out when it comes to it. If not, the holes will still be there, so I can take out the bolts and shift it back up. And then fill the holes back in and put it back down after the MOT, like I'd ever do such a naughty thing. But yes, anyway, let's get cracking, see if it'll work, and I'll show you what it looks like beforehand. So beforehand, it looks a bit like, I'm trying to find the holes roughly, it looks a bit like that. So my plan is to bring it down 20mm, so it gives it that sort of scowling, mean look as such, but it doesn't bring the clocks into, let's see if I can show you the clocks. It doesn't bring the clocks into the open air as such. I'm having to hold it in place. so I'll just drop it 20mm to give it that scowling look. So let's get cracking and try that modification. What I'll do the modification first, then we'll clean it up, pre-fit it, see if it works. The existing holes will be covered up by the vinyl wrap, but I might put a little bit of hot glue in there as well to sort of help seal them up. So save any, because you can see on there, it's going to leave a bit of a dimple in there anyway, which I think is going to ruin the look a little bit, but there's only one way to find out. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's measure this across here. I was going to use my veneer gauges, but they're not quite long enough to get across there, which is a bit of a shame. It's only 15 centimetres or 150mm. So we'll turn those off, save the battery. So it is from the bottom hole to the other side, approximately 240mm or 24 centimetres. And the top hole is 25 centimetres or 250mm. So we're going to get a piece of masking tape. So I'll pop that just as this is approximately 2 centimetres. Make sure you get that just across there, and do the same for the other one. Now we're going to measure that 20mm up to there, 20mm up to there, 20mm, 20mm. Bosh. This I can use. We'll give it a rough estimate. 15. Don't know if you can see that. Tell you what, 20.08. That will do. So I'm going to do that from there to there. Going to give that a little dig. Mark it from there to there. Let's measure that from dot to dot. So this, I don't know if I said, this will hopefully give it more of an aggressive, scowling look. That's probably about right. The same on this side, up the very top. Just there. Just there. So what we'll do, I will drill those now. Then we'll pre-fit it. Right. No going back now. We'll do a small hole first. And work our way up. Gently does it. Right. So now we can probably take these off. Remember, I've got to save one, Adrian. Like I said, I've never seen anyone else do this before, so I'd like to give it a bash. Now this is probably a bit oversized, but again, it'll give me a little bit more leeway. So if things do come out of place a little bit. Nice and gently. Don't have to be massive, Adrian. Wish I bloody was. In fact, I'm going to trim those up with a knife, with a Stanley blade of some sort. Bet there's some purists here cringing right at this moment. And why are you doing it for? These special aftermarket ones you can get. They're normally in carbon fibre. They're about 170 quid for the aftermarket ones of these. Oh, mind your fingers as well, Adrian. And I definitely can't afford £150. I'm probably going to have to loosen this foam off as well and move it up a little bit. Let's see if a bit of heat. I don't want to do too much heat. I don't want to melt that foam. There goes my Christmas chocolates. There we go. Right, let's go and pre-fit it, shall we? To make sure the bolts will go through first. Yep, happy days. Right, I'm not going to put the washers on just yet. I did already measure this out, how far I wanted to drop it by. That one done. Fingers crossed, these final two go in. I've actually done something right for a change. To be a miracle. That one's gone in. We didn't need no P. Diddy lube on that bad boy, did we? There we go, it's dropped that by about 20 mil, and it's given that more aggressive look on the front now. That sort of scowling look. I'm quite bloody chuffed with that. I'm actually really chuffed. The only issues I'm going to have is it's going to show for the vinyl there, but I might get some glue, some hot glue. Just chuck some hot glue in there in a second before I go and get Indy. So I just glued those up and I thought I was recording. They're the holes that are new holes I'll be using. They're the old holes, filling in the glory holes. Yeah, I'll be back in a few hours after I've got Indy and Indy's in bed and Lydia's home and blah blah blah, and I'll trim these up and then we'll start wrapping.
Many unbearable hours later.
Right, found this blade. It's not 100% flat, but it'll do, it'll do. That's it, there we go. It doesn't make it easy because I'm cack-handed. So probably is a better way of doing this. Probably maybe melting a bit of plastic or something over it might have been a bit better. But if anyone's got any ideas, comment in the comment section below. There we go, that's the little tags done on now. I've done the other side as well. I've given it a quick wipe down. I've left that one on so I know where to put the masking tape. Give me a little line up with that. I'm going to give it a quick blow off. Now it comes to tape time across there again. You've seen me do this before, but I'll still video it because hopefully this one will be a bit easier. Electrical tape, nice and gently across there. Follow that orange line. Sorry it's not going to be quite in your view. So going to cut the orange bits up now to size I need and pop the orange bits on and then get on the black vinyl. I think we'll start with this side first. I think this bit's going to be a bit of a pickle. This bit shouldn't be too bad as per normal. So I've got a couple of nice black pieces over here I could use as well. Actually, so there's one now, which I can use. So let's get my tape measure. We are going to need, if we go for 25 centimetres by 38 centimetres, let's go for 40 centimetres. 25 by 38. We will do that. That will be enough. Again, I might just put a little bit on the back to help hold it all in place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do it across this way. It might be going out on the 21st of January for its first little outing of the year. Something happening around here that I said I'd attend. Don't know the fella, but little biker gathering for someone. That's the whole thing with the biking community. The real biking community, anyway. If you don't know the fella or woman, but you're asked to help, the biking community will normally pull together. I see a few spots of rising there, so I'll peel that back up. Oh, bit of a crease there. Let's lift that up.
Many unbearable hours later.
It seems something got underneath it there, but unless you're being really picky, tough shit. Right, now we need that down there like that. Let's try and get it in line with the others. Because we are nearly done, we are nearly done. Right, now need to suss out how this goes on. So I'm going to try and touch a smidgen of super glue on the back, which I think someone else has already done in the past. Quite nervous now because all that time I spent wrapping this, I'm a bit worried about putting this on. Right, it's on now. But that is that. Right, now the awkward bit. Now I bought 2 of these. Let's use this as a... So, where shall we put that? You know what, I might even pop it on the bike, this on the bike first. Right, so 1 screw through, hopefully. So they're nice and tight now, because that vinyl wrap, they're a little bit on the tight side. Well, not even pinch much, just get a few threads in. That one in, that one in. Right, there we go. That one, that one, that one, that one done. Moment of truth. Voila, done. Happy days. Yeah, we are done. So, if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like, share and subscribe, because this has been a pickle and I think it's worth at least a cheeky little like. If you've enjoyed watching this little series, I'm probably going to put this little series as well into one big video. And I think in a couple of weeks, I might try and take it out, get some fancy shots, get some drone footage, because I've got a new drone as well. Thank you very, very much. And again, thank you CSK Vinyl Wraps here in Margate for this awesome black vinyl wrap and a great quality service. So, I'll see you all again next week. Adios amigos, buenos noches, video here. Subscribe here. Goodbye.
That's all, folks.